Hello, everyone. This is Pete Swartz in Lancaster, Ohio. Um, I did a video a couple of days ago. The last one I was up here, I believe. But my wife, the AIs that talk to her in her head, who do the frequency tubes in the ears. Um, they're trying to keep her there, and they're brainwashing her. They got to pay $1 million to separate my wife and I uh, from the man in China that owns Perfect Products in Zhongshan, China, and it's in 8 countries. That man there is going to be the sorriest son of a gun that's ever walked this earth when I get done with him. I promise you that. Um, Now, these guys that are doing this to me and my wife this whole time, I'm going to have to go to China again. I'm going to do it sooner than I was going to because my wife, I talked to her again this morning and and yesterday. And my best friend, John, different John, um, she says, well, she talked to John in China with the voices in her head. And I said, Maggie, that's impossible for John to be talking to you inside your head. So what they've done is gotten an AI. They've recorded John's voice talking to me and put John's voice on one of those AIs. And now that she has a lot of respect for him, and he's my best friend. So what? When she called me, she says, "Yeah, I talked to John, and she's all happy and all go carefree." And it's like, "Oh, and by the way, John told me to go ahead and take a break while I'm in China." I said, "What does that mean?" "Oh, take my wedding ring off and just take a break." I said, "Maggie, now you gotta understand, they're brainwashing her at the same time. She's like a child now. She's not. She doesn't have. She's not the same. So I'm hoping somehow the government can fix her from all the programming they were doing on her." So, and I said, "Look, Maggie," I said, "now you got to understand. You took your ring off. It's worth thousands of dollars. You took your ring off, and you put it somewhere in that building where you're staying in with all those people at that where she works, all women." She said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, for one thing, the AIs that are telling you to do that, they're programmed to talk to you. And they also, wherever you put your ring, they saw you put your ring there." I said, "I promise you, if you don't get it and put it on, it will be gone." So, and then she says she talked to Elon Musk in China. I said, "When did you do that?" "Oh, he was in my head talking." And I'm talking to a child now. My wife is absolutely, it's like talking to a freaking 7-year old. Um, I had to explain to her she did not talk to Elon Musk. She did not talk to my best friend John. And stop listening to them. She says, "Well, but they help me." I said, "It's like talking." I said, "Maggie, I'm your husband. I come before them." "Well, they help." She said, "They help her in China." I don't know what to do about it. But I can't tell you, you folks that's watching, that's going to watch this. Everything that I'm going through, my wife is going through, with the voices in the head through the frequency chips, and the AI is talking to you 24/7, not stopping. Everybody, and the cameras in the eyes, everyone is going to get the same thing. I promise you. This is how the Antichrist, this is it coming to the end. The Antichrist is going to know everything you do. You won't be able to do anything without them knowing about it. And this is how they do it. Um, and you'll have people talking to you. If I get ready to buy something in a store, I got this AI telling me, "Oh, you don't want to get that," and I can't hide anything from them. You know, I had cameras in my right eye at first, so I started wearing a patch. Well, guess what? They put cameras in my other eye, so I can't cover both eyes. So everything I do, they see, and it's going to do the same thing to every person here in this country. It's going to go through the same thing. I promise you, very very soon. So somebody's got to help me with President Trump to help stop some of this stuff, to back off some of this technology, or we're all done. And it's the saddest thing I've ever seen. So I may have to go to China before my daughter's wedding because it's getting worse. It's getting worse. She's getting more brainwashed. We're getting further apart, and it's just not the same anymore. So I may have to go here in the next 2 weeks. So with that, folks, I could use some prayer. If somebody wants to give me some with that. Thank you.